So, I've been kicked from Helldivers 2 4 times in a row before. And, I know people are going to say, oh, must be a you problem 4 times in a row. But I've not been trolling. I don't do that. No griefing. I don't talk. I've just been playing the game. I don't, you know, and I think the weird part is the more I looked into it, because I thought this is just really weird. I mean, who the hell gets kicked that many times? The more I realised that it's not actually just me. This is actually a common issue amongst the game. And we'll get into the specific details. I'll say exactly sort of what happened with each sort of game that I got kicked with in these four, and I've been kicked other times as well. I'll speak about the 4 times in a row. I mean, I've been kicked other times, but it's been like instant. But yeah, anyway, I'm a level 20 now, so I'm not like brand new to the game, but I'm not like a veteran either. I know the objectives and I stick with the team normally. I ping enemies, I play the game properly. I quite like the camaraderie feeling, and that's not just with Helldivers, to be honest. That's actually with any game. Like I like that with Battlefield as well. Like, I'll normally try and stick with a squad sort of thing and help squad out. Like, I normally, in most games, I play like the healer or the reviver. Like in Marvel Rivals, I usually just play the healer. Because I just like healing friendlies. In Battlefield, I normally, if I'm the engineer, I am that guy who will sit at a tank and repair the tank. I'm very much a team player when I play team games. But Helldivers 2, it's not exactly a complicated game, right? Like, I'll be honest, I thought it would be a kind of a lot more kind of complicated extraction sort of type of shooter game. But when I kept getting kicked, I started thinking, I was kind of like, okay, what am I doing wrong then? Maybe I must be doing something wrong. So I had 2 games where I got kicked instantly. So that's the 2 out of the 4. I joined them and I got kicked within like less than a minute, if that, like 30 seconds, probably less. I didn't even get a chance to be bad at the game. And that's happened a few times, and that's kind of confused me because I don't really understand that. Um, you know, but then one of the games, this was the third game that I kind of played, we're kind of on a higher difficulty, with a level 6 player, which already feels like, in my opinion, chaos just waiting to happen. Anyway, throughout this game, I'm actually sticking with the level 6 player because he's lost on what to do. He's sticking with me. We're kind of doing the little emoji things of whatever it is, the emotes of like, thank you, affirmative, sort of like that, follow me, sort of thing. So I'm helping this guy out. The other guy is just running off on his own, doing his own thing. And I even do the thing where I kind of ping in the map, like kind of where we should go, and it kind of made sense because the route we would have taken would have done all the objectives and then gone back to like the extraction where he was just, I don't know what he was doing. He was running just to random points, but it wasn't really sticking with us. But yeah, anyway. But then anyway, the host dies, types FFS for fuck's sake in the chat, and I'm the last one alive, and we're trying to extract, and don't have any more reinforcements. It won't let me, call them in, so we had nothing. I just do the only thing I can do, and I just keep diving and surviving and just trying to make it through. And then I just thought, I'm just going to extract, like get on the ship, done. Got back to the big ship, and then I got kicked, and I was like, what the hell? I was like, I don't know. I just find that really bizarre. It was like, it was my fault that he died. I don't know. I genuinely don't know really what happened. I think I just got kicked because the blame was passed on to me, but there was nothing that I could do or that the level 6 player could do either. as I said, that was just chaos waiting to happen. And then my favourite one, we finished the entire mission, full squad, everything done. I thought it was a pretty cool game. Basically, the game mode was that you just defend this base, like defend the area, and enemies were sort of just dropping nearby. I'm not going to lie, it was a very slow, monotonous game, but it was a good game. Like, nothing really sort of happened, like anything crazy. I didn't even use any stratagems in this game because it was that, like, easy. I just dropped my like support ones, which was the blue ones, like the guard dog and the heavy machine gun sort of thing. So I just had them. Anyway, we extract, all is good, and the level 100 player, so all of us were like level 19, level 20, and then there was one guy who was like level 100, but the three of us were level 19s, and he messages in the chat and says, why are you all throwing grenades like that? You better like watch where you throw your. I think he said, why are you throwing your grenades like that? Watch where you throw your grenades. And then said you've all been court-martialed, and then we all got kicked. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, seriously? This video is sponsored by 3D Creations. Do you like nerdy stuff? Well, of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't have clicked on this video. We make 3D printed keycaps and other accessories inspired by a mixture of games and films. If this interests you, the link is in the description. And let's get on with the video. You're kicking? Like, I have no idea what he's talking about. Like, but then, yeah, he kicks all of us. And I'm just like, wow. And I think, like, I'm kind of like, oh, fair enough. Like, you don't have to keep people in your party sort of thing. But I just am baffled at how, like, difficult it is to actually find a game to play without having this idea of, oh my god, I'm going to get kicked. And at this point, I thought, okay, this can't just be me. And yeah, it isn't. Like, people have been talking about this for ages. Even the devs have acknowledged it. But 2 years later, as a newish player, like, I'm still getting kicked for what feels like absolutely nothing. I think that's just crazy to me. And here is where it actually becomes like a problem, right? It's not just annoying. It makes you second guess everything you do. Now, when I join a game, I'm thinking, like, should I throw a stratagem? Should I go over there? Or am I going to get kicked for doing something that that like, I think is okay to do? If I don't know, if I just do anything that's like I was actually in the games after that, I was just like, what, I'm just not even going to use my orbital strikes and stuff because I could just get kicked. Like, and obviously it's Helldivers, it's problems happen, some people die, you accidentally kill like teammates and whatnot. I've had that loads of times, and like sometimes it's annoyed me, but I wouldn't go as far to go like, right, I'm kicking you, like, unless they're purposely doing it. And I just think, like, yeah, I just kind of think that, it's a bit ridiculous in that sense. I don't think that should be a part of the experience in a co-op game. Like, I think I don't really play with friends either, but I think even if I was to play with friends, I wouldn't mind people joining because that's the nature of the game. Like, but then again, it's personal preference there, I suppose. And that's the thing, I get it. The host should have control. If someone's griefing, then yeah, kick them. Like, if someone's being a pain, yeah, makes sense. But right now, like, there's zero consequences for kicking someone. Like, people use it for ego, frustration, blame, or just vibes. Just because they can, and I think sometimes that is what I've also read. Some people get kicked because they didn't like someone's outfit, or they're using a stratagem that they don't like. Like, what? That's ridiculous. I honestly think there should be like some kind of penalty. Nothing crazy, just something like, if you kick someone, you lose a portion of your rewards. You lose like 15% of your rewards, from what you would have got. or there's like a limit, and unless there's like a vote or something, or something that just at least makes you think twice about, do I want to kick this person? Because for example, in the Last of Us multiplayer game, in obviously part 1, if you play the multiplayer factions and you quit the game, it tells you will damage your like community and stuff if you quit the game. So it makes you think twice of, do I quit the game then? So you want to make sure that when you play a game that you will 100% will be able to complete that game. You don't want to be playing like half of it and then quit, because that really screws over the rest of the game for the players, and kind of, makes it a lot easier for the other team as well. So, just something that I think makes you think twice. And I think, yeah, it does suck if someone really is being annoying and a troll and keeps on killing you and stuff like that, and, it's just being a pain, then yeah, kick them. But I don't think, I think there should be some sort of sacrifice, well, they're being so much of a pain in this game that, yeah, I know I'm going to lose a portion of my rewards, but I would rather that than keep them in the game because they're going to make us lose this game, sort of thing, I think that's how it should be. It shouldn't be just a case of, yeah, I can just kick anybody I want, because that just sucks, and I still really like this game, but there's just no reason to not abuse the system of kicking. But yeah, it's weird that the biggest threat to the game isn't the bugs or the glitches or anything like that. It's actually your own teammates. And I think it kind of sucks that I've kind of started questioning things that I can and can't do. I'm unsure. And that's just really annoying. I like being a good player, and I don't think I am being a bad player. But yeah, I suppose the fix is to just host your own games, but personally that's kind of it's not really fixing the solution, because then if everybody was just to host their own games, then no one's gonna join your game because everyone's hosting. But yeah, but I think the best probably is just to host my own games, I guess. But it kind of sucks. Just, I don't know, just kind of, it's really annoying. It's just oh my god, all I want to do is just play a game and complete the objective and whatnot. And I just find that crazy. You don't even get given a chance, sort of thing. But yeah, I understand that there's probably difficult people playing the game, but I think after 2 years, I feel like something like that's kind of got refined. And I do think there is a level thing. I do think if you join and you're not something like level 30 or something like that, you're kind of looked at as you're a new player, there's so many level 100, that level 100 guy being it's just it's such an ego thing. I don't know. It's just really bizarre. But yeah, but that's my rant over. But it's a shame because it's a really good game, but it's a shame that the nature of the game is still like this after 2 years, because this was an issue, and I'm a new player and I didn't know of this issue, and it's still a problem. Clearly, people are still talking about it. People are still talking about getting kicked from the game. I'm in the Discord server and I've seen people complain about, why are so many people kicking? What's up with that? And it can be just a simple thing of, forgot to set the party to private or was waiting for a friend. But that also sucks for the person who's joined the game. And that's where I kind of think there should be a punishment. I think the fact that you lose your rewards and everything is insane as well when you get kicked. You do kind of stay in the mission anyway now, which I think is good. But I've done that and then no one has joined the game. And I think that sucks. So I've just had to quit the game because I'm well, I'm not completing this on my own. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. If you've had any issues with kicking, do you think it's still ongoing, or do you think it has got a lot better? I'll be interested to know. So yeah, thanks for listening, and see you later. I hope that autocorrect may forever be in your favour. Goodbye.